What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. I was gonna start this off with some discrepancies I had with a few people needing to mind their own business. We got that question that always arises every once in a while, where these Democrats and liberals, oh, where are these Trump supporters, and where are these this and where are these that? Eggs didn't come down, gas didn't come down, the economy is shit. You trampled the Constitution. You guys are fascists and pedos and this and that. You want to know what us conservative-leaning people want? We want peace, motherfuckers. We want to be able to walk down our goddamn streets. We want our kids to be able to choose whether they want to be men or women at an appropriate age. We would like our fucking streets or our people who are less melanated to be able to walk down the fucking streets without getting attacked. Because you think you're cool. Because you think you're owed something. And then your white libtards that just follow along with it. I love how some of you fuckwits have the nerve to be whiter than a sheet and be calling somebody who's actually experienced this shit, who's actually went through the shit, and you got the nerve to call them out, call them racist, or say they don't know what they're talking about, or say they this and that. You are perpetuating the white fucking privilege that we all say, that we try to say there doesn't exist. I'm gonna call it out. I was just at a benefit, and I was dressed in German Lederhosen because it was an Oktoberfest. And another friend of mine, who obviously didn't know which side of the aisle I leaned on, was also dressed in the same identical outfit, only gray. Mine was brown. A joke was made because we took a picture together. He said, "Oh, we better watch out because somebody might Photoshop us going like this." And I said, "Oh, geez." Well, somebody saw that and decided that, "Oh my God, you better not do that again. That's not funny." So I just giggled and let it go. So then this friend of mine, who was probably drunk and went on one of his little tirades about, he was obviously an anti-Trumper or anti-conservative. But so what? I got a lot of people who are not a fan of the right. We're still cordial to each other, and me and this individual still are. I made a joke about it. My joke was actually, so when we were both dressed in German outfits, was I a fascist then? When I was helping you out with your benefit, was I a fascist then? And I just put LOL and a smiley face after it. And of course, someone had to come in and make the remark, "You literally threw up a Nazi symbol," to try to use that as their whole fascism fucking argument. Fuck you, all right? I'm going to just let you know, fuck you. If this even gets back to you, I'm sure, bitch, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. We've never seen eye to eye, fuck you. And as far as my friend, he knows. And he even took down the post. Now, as far as the world is being set on fire right now, you want to know how racism starts back up? This is exactly how racism starts back up. Within 2-3 days, we had a white refugee. We're going to say white because that's the only thing you fucking people see. a white refugee from the Ukraine, and we don't hear nobody with the support Ukraine people, was just murdered. And 3 other fucking people, we won't even talk about the color of their skin. 3 other people watched it fucking happen. And then after they watched it happen and did nothing, the bus full or subway, whatever the fuck they were riding, full of people, just saw the guy walking down covered in blood, did absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing. But nobody says nothing about that shit. Nobody is saying a goddamn thing about that. And you notice for your melanated people, no fucking cities are being burned down right now. No riots are going on. No, none of that shit. But best believe, if the colors were mixed up in that whole situation, all hell would be breaking loose. Now, as far as this Charlie Kirk situation, and I'm going to let it known very publicly, if you are celebrating the death of somebody who's preaching his First Amendment right, rather, fuck you. I already got rid of 2 people I literally grew up from the projects to now with. Fuck you 2. I just helped one of them with their little fucking libtard fucking benefits. You know, the fascist, the fucking racist, the fucking hate monger. Yeah, y'all forget when I was fucking helping y'all bitches, right? You know what it's like to come up in the straight hood and be an ally to a bunch of gays? You know what that's like to a straight person? Nah, y'all worried about your little persecution. Remember your fucking allies, assholes. Celebrating the death of somebody who spoke the truth? Oh, you got a dick, you're a man. That's the fucking truth. He spoke about God and Christianity, which I am not a fan of, which I am not in any way, shape, or form a part of. But you know what? He had the right to fucking talk about it. Don't nobody want to hear shit about Allah, but you know what? You got the right to fucking talk about it. Don't nobody want to hear shit about Satan or about Buddha or any of that shit, but y'all got the fucking right to talk about it. And I'll defend that fucking right. But what's happening here, what's happening now, y'all people want to scream racism so goddamn much. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. Lord forbid this be a black man who shot Charlie Kirk. Lord fucking forbid. Because that will be your racism. Y'all want fucking racism, that will start it. That right there will start it. Now, on the other hand, for you libtards out there who want to fucking use this as a reason to anti-gun this and anti-gun that, I've also heard, oh, well, he died a martyr for the Second Amendment. You know what? You're right. You're right. He did die for that right, for us to keep that right to keep a gun. And best believe, we're strapped now. We're fucking strapped now. And for that old fucking faggot that was on, yes, I said it, that was on the fucking news a couple weeks ago, talking about us trans people are raising up. Us trans people are going to shoot at people, and we're going to laugh, okay? Okay? Remember that when you're getting your fucking ass beat by hands by a group of motherfuckers who are lynching you. Remember that shit. Remember what the fuck you said. Because the lynchings never had guns in it. It was bats, it was pipes, it was hoses, it was all that shit. And y'all brought it about yourself. Y'all brought it about yourself, running them fucking cocksuckers of yours. You know, I was going to discuss a few other things and questions or whatever that was happening on that particular post. But no, fuck that. Fuck all you guys. Y'all want to fucking celebrate this shit? Fuck you guys. And you know what? I'm not gonna throw my people under the bus. So my views and comments of this little rant right here have nothing to do with Dino the Genetic Marvel, has nothing to do with Upside Down Studios, has nothing to do with anybody affiliated with me. This is me. Fuck you guys. that being said, let's bring out our fucking guest host tonight. From the deep dark tundras of Canada, we got Dino the Genetic Marvel.
I'll be honest with you. I think everyone should just realize that you denied us the opportunity to have some sort of Festivus experience where he was just going to shit on people and air his grievances. And now we have this. That's on you guys. That is your fault. Bunch of bastards.
And on the 2s and 3s with the big Sasquatch in the back, we got Greg in the house and motherfucking Ricky.
What up, y'all? Glad to be part of the Marco show tonight.
Bro, I get what you're saying. Listen, in all honesty, the worst part is that the people that are virtue signaling that they're like, I'm so sensitive, are also the same people who are doing the most crazy shit and then going, I'm just living my truth. You're like, no, you're just a shit person. Like, why do people not realize this?
Is that chain real? Yes, the chain is real, motherfucker.
I like his first one. Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
One of them gold rope chains and getting in the mail, getting in the mall. Joey, we all know your voice is actually high pitched. Don't start poking holes in things. Come on, man. Don't be that guy. We know you talk like this, and you're just like, no, I'm big. I was in the military. I did things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Greg and I were talking about this before this started, and you know, he wasn't wrong. You know, Charlie Kirk was known for saying a lot of controversial things.
Ruffling some feathers for sure.
Yeah, he ruffled a lot of feathers. The problem is people can't get their feathers ruffled with the truth these days. I actually read one fucking one group of comments where some fuckwit try to compare Charlie Kirk to Floyd. You know, yeah. Oh, Charlie Kirk talked all this and that about Floyd and said Floyd was a piece of shit and said Floyd really died of fentanyl and said, yeah, you're right. Floyd was a piece of shit. He did die of fentanyl. That knee to the neck just kind of scooted it along. I ain't saying that he deserved to fucking die, but you know, nobody talks to the fucking baby mama or the baby who's now probably an adult whose gun, you know, got pressed to their fucking heads.
Yeah.
He sounds like Mickey Mouse. Supposed to be Mickey. But it's Hickey. We'll call him Hickey.
I think
Mouse.
Hickey Mouse is even funnier, though. Let's be honest.
I was going to say, we'll just call him Hickey. That's his new nickname. Hickey Mouse.
So for everybody who's listening to me now and ain't unfriended me or followed me and still on that Floyd bullshit, fuck Floyd. Fuck him. Fuck everything he stood for. And fuck you if you fucking want to make him a saint. Because that piece of shit wasn't. And the fact that black folks used him as their fucking martyr, their hope, this is who you guys are putting all these great black leaders, and that's who the fuck you guys want? Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah. It's their culture, Marco.
No, this is a totally that ain't even black culture. This is some bullshit that has been ginned up by a lot of the rhetoric coming out of the fucking left and these libtards who aren't getting their fucking way. And oh yeah, I hate to say it, you was my boy. I tolerated a bunch of your bullshit, but fuck you too, Atlas. Just saying.
Mm.
I ain't even gonna put out his bullshit, but you know that one right there, guy. No matter what he had to say, me and him have differences of opinions 9 times out of 10. But you know, to sit back and to be happy about this fuckwittery, nah, fuck you too. Fuck you too, and the fucking burnt house you live in.
No, man. Hey, the amount of people. So I was just doing a virtual show with a bunch of other people, and we were talking about it. And it's like, listen, I cannot agree with your opinions, but I don't wish anyone to die.
Exactly.
I don't. Hey, look, that's somebody's father. That's somebody's husband. That's somebody's son. Maybe sometime in college it was someone's daughter. Whatever. I'm just saying that it's like, hey, you know what? Breathe. Love you, Marco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
missing those two of the fuckwits that I fucking had to get rid of off my show or off my page.
Yeah.
And you can tell Carlos and Christina if you want. Fuck them too.
I love Festivus. This is the greatest time of year. Feats of strength and
so much love.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest problem is now is all these people who are screaming racism or transphobia or whatever. You done fucking unlocked the floodgates. If the man would have got shot and y'all have shut the fuck up, people would have been mad. But it would have blown over. Hate to say it, but it would have blown over with the next news cycle.
Yeah.
But the fact that a lot of these motherfuckers are out here cheering and partying over this shit, yeah, y'all done open a fucking can of worms. And that people who are in the middle, people who stand back and watch, are now fucking got to strap up.
It's hey, you know what the problem is too? Is like, yeah, if you celebrate anyone's death, yeah, you're a bad person. It's that simple. You're like, hey, I don't care what all your beliefs are. None of that matters. You're a bad person. Okay, you're happy that someone died, and that's someone's fucking dad. You know what? You're a bad person. It's that simple. And people who are like, no, but he said words. Suck a dick, you fucking loser. Not to say that sucking dick makes you cool. I'm just saying that, like, if you're gonna whine about words, you should just go suck some dick, because it's clearly you have a problem.
It's the one sucking dick that's the one throwing the most shade.
Oh my god. This show is getting shut down.
Dude, no lie. It didn't even want to let me start the fucking stream.
It already knew what was up. It went for your Google searches and said,
I mean, at the same time, it feels like, yeah, maybe somebody's okay with this. I don't know. Like, look, I don't understand the mental gymnastics that people are doing to make them think that it's okay to act like that. Like that's why I just don't understand. I'm like, I'm sorry, lies. You know, I mean, you got to narrow it down there, friend. Come on. Is Dan saying that sucking dick makes you cool? Dan, you coming out? You coming out of the closet, buddy? RoboCop, the gay version. RoboCop. He had a gun in his thigh before. Now it's just a big fucking 12-inch dildo. Just
security at every WNBA game.
He's got 6 holsters with all dildos. Just bam. Yeah, no problem. It's fucking horrible.
Fucking ridiculous, man. And then, you know, not to sidestep the whole shit is with the girl from Ukraine, because again, where are all these fucking we're with Ukraine and let's send missiles to get at Russia so the Ukrainian people this and that. Oh, they're not safe there, so let's send them missiles to protect them, but we can't protect them here in the fucking United States? And you know what? For these BLM finally decided to creep their piece of shit heads out, and had the nerve. One of their fucking spokespeople had the nerve to say, "Oh, oppressed people have the right to violence."
No, they don't.
No,
that's called just being a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, this from the group of people who stole all their own people's fucking money to buy mansions and shit to party in.
Hey, Dan, just so you know, I love my cock. I don't love all cock. That's gay. Okay. I'm Greek, not that Greek. Let's calm down. No, hey, that's the fucked up thing is that people are out here they're like, so there was a guy, he was interviewed on the news. I'm not sure if you've seen it, where he's like, well, we don't know what his motivations were and da-da-da-da. And then they showed a video of the audio of the guy after killing the girl. And he's like, I killed that white bitch because she's a white bitch. You're like,
there's your motive.
Hey, man, pretty sure. And they're like, well, he didn't mean it. Oh, he didn't mean it. Right. Why don't you eat shit and die, fuckface? Like, come on. There's a little ridiculous. Does BLM still exist? Yeah, it's called money laundering. Yeah.
And then like the whole fucking I done lost my train of thought. I didn't think that the anger, like I'm not so much angry about the whole Charlie Kirk situation. You know, that wasn't a personal friend of mine. I didn't idolize him or anything. Just the fact that a person who spoke the fucking truth that people didn't want to hear, let's take them out. This is the party of peace and love. This is the party of we want inclusion. We want everything. You know, and now the silly thing is, now watch the fucking Democrats start defending gun laws.
Well, this is the weird thing is that a shot like that is not an amateur shot.
Yeah,
No.
that was not an amateur shot.
And
the parallels that are drawn to the shit that happened to Trump and Butler are really, really fucking sketchy. You know, on top of a building that should have had security, and then all of a sudden people seen it, but nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
And then automatically there was a video. I mean, a lot of videos is getting tossed around, but there was a particular video that I came across that was sent to me that was a clear zoomed in shot, like they were waiting for it to fucking happen.
Also, well,
he was the point of everybody being there that day. So there's going to be a lot of people that were zoomed in.
Yeah, like yes and no. Like I see both.
Well, apparently, and I came across this right before the show. There was a bunch of X fucking posts.
Yeah.
Where somebody said Charlie Kirk's going to be at this college. Something big's going to happen. Make sure you take him out. All this other shit.
See, hey, do you guys remember when the FBI would hunt those people down and question them? Do you remember that? You remember like, oh, you said something? Boom, you're getting in a fucking locked box and we're going to find out what you fucking, we're going to waterbird your ass until you fucking tell. You know?
It's just like these idiots out here making these posts about, oh, Trump don't know nothing about Chirac and Trump don't know nothing about coming to Chi-Town. Y'all better not. We built different out here. First of all, yeah, you are built different because you're a fucking idiot. Who the fuck? If you're a real fucking gangster, why the fuck are you on the internet telling on yourself?
Also, too, have you ever seen a building built by people with an IQ under 70? It is not built well. Not structurally sound, sir.
I've seen at least 3 different videos of these so-called gangsters. One motherfucker is our age. Our age. He's supposed to be an OG.
That's not OG.
Showing his guns. Showing his, oh, I'm ready. I know how to use drones. I got the switches. I got the guns. I got the this and that. You know what you got? You got charges building up every time you think. That's what the fuck you got.
Yeah. Like,
and,
see,
and let me guess. Are all them guns registered? Or are all them guns in your name?
Sir.
Are
yes,
all
sir.
them guns?
Yes, sir.
How much you want to bet that guy is the same guy's like, I'll make sure to file all the numbers off to make sure they can't be traced. You're like, motherfucker, you just showed it on the internet, dumbass. Like, what? You're stupid as shit.
And just for you idiots out there who keep talking about this National Guard thing. All right, you know, so this little insight from a Trump supporter for you idiots out there. I think it's wrong. I think it's unconstitutional, and in the Constitution, it straight up says, you shall not use American troops against Americans on American soil.
Right.
At least that's what we were always taught. That's what we was, brought. But also in the military, what people don't realize is their oath to the military is not to the people. No. It's not. The military is to protect the country from terrorists, foreign and domestic. You know what domestic means? That means it's you. It's you dumb fucks. So no matter how much you want to say what Trump's doing is illegal, technically it's not. Because you have made yourselves terrorists. You have publicly fucking went on. That's terrorist. When we see terrorists, you know, when people think, oh, it's the sand people with the little fucking picnic table thing on their head and the little gun. No, that's terrorism over in the litter box.
Hey,
You know, terrorism over here now is a guy in a fucking dress with a gun, or a bunch of idiot melanated people who think that they can take on the military.
Hey, I just want to tell a funny joke. Was when I was taking Victoria back to the airport, Cole came with us because we were all in one car, and I was like, I go to the bathroom. You cool? And Victoria's like, yeah, no problem. This is the only time I left Cole and Victoria alone. And Cole is asked her, he's like, so what's the difference between international and domestic flights? And Victoria just looks at him and goes, it means they go to a different country. And he's just like, oh. And I'm like, God damn it. Listen.
Again, you wonder why Trump has fucking got rid of the education fucking system.
I mean, okay, but we the people, Marco, the government isn't protect us from terrorists, it's protecting itself from us. Well, that's the real problem right now, right?
Well, that's another big misunderstanding.
Technically, they're protecting Israel from the American people. That's really what's happening. So
well,
hey, if it wasn't canceled then, it's gonna be canceled now, everyone. Just
you know what, because we'll let's address that for a minute.
All right.
We'll
Why
see.
not?
We'll see how far
Nope. Apparently, we gotta address
let's see
something
how
else.
far we can get this going. It's the same fucking people who don't like, and not us, because we jokingly do it, but the same people with this vitriol against the fucking star over there are the same people who like to call you Nazis. What kind of fucking like oxymoron is that? You're calling people who support Israel Nazis.
Yeah.
Somebody explain that fucking to me, because that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense at all.
I can explain. So when you live in a house that has lead paint and you eat the paint, your IQ drops to a point where words don't mean what they're supposed to mean anymore, and it's just all gibberish. And that's and then they're like, you know what, I need to be a politician. You're like, oh, fuck's sakes. And that's basically how that works, and they're like, I need to fight for the people. You're like, friend, you need to fight with your own toilet. That's basically it. I just said, oh, because I realized she was autistic, because I meant like vibe wise. Bro, out of everyone here, okay, my wife's my wife's just Asian. She's not autistic, okay? Let's be very.
If she was Rain Man autistic, like the real highly intelligent one.
Yeah, the one where you get rich, not the one that you have where you just don't know how to not get your pants when you're in the bathroom. It's different, okay? Still addicted to Judge Wapner, let's be fair, but it's I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of people who have lost their soul, and now they're just trying to function, and they don't know what to do. Like I have a hard time believing that people are actually as stupid as they are.
I thought so too, but I'm finding out more and more. Like even like a lot of these people. Well, I mean, since we're being let free to say what we will. The people on the whole Jeffy thing, sent you a video earlier. Fucking like that. Look, the Young Turks is one of the most anti-conservative fucking podcasts you can watch. Remember when the Democrats kept saying, "Oh, Trump's got this Russian news network and this and that," and they had to shut it down. That was in New York. That was in Washington D.C. There was. Yeah. I used to watch it all the time just to get a different perspective on what was going on.
Yeah.
And that fat dude that you said was hard to watch, I forget what the fuck his name is. That's the dude that was the main anchor from that Russian fucking thing.
Bro, he's hard to watch because like I'm just waiting for him to go, oh, you gotta eat the gabagool. And you're like, what the fuck? That's not a word, you fucking retard. Like he's so aggressively stupid that I'm like, I like the broad. She's number one, nice to look at. Number two, actually makes a sentence, makes an argument. And you know what? She expresses her frustration through words, not going, which I'm like, I can't. I just
Exactly.
want to smack him. Just
And
you know?
the fact that they brought one of the survivors, victims, whatever you want to call it, from the island.
I'm not autistic. I'm clearly suffering from war-torn battle trauma against these females. From the womb, brother. From the womb.
But they brought this victim or whatever you want to call her, and oddly enough, a foreigner, to pretty much I could see it in their face. They were waiting for her to say that Trump was in on some of this shit. They were waiting for her to say, yeah, he did this and he did that.
Yeah.
And this woman broke down, I mean, very eloquently. I mean, almost like it was scripted, but very eloquently, she broke down the grooming process. She broke down how she met Jizzface or whatever her name is. She broke down how she came into contact with Jeffy. She broke down that she was supposedly, and this was even talked today in the Senate hearing, Jamie Raskin tried to bring it up and twist the facts. She even brought up today how that Jeffy was brought to her, or Jeffy brought her to Trump to try to sell her to Trump.
Yeah.
And Trump told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
So,
Which is
I
great.
mean, but according to the Democrats, Jamie Raskin, they joked, Epstein and somebody else joked about selling an overused girl to Trump.
What is an overused girl?
Think about it.
I believe the
I
popular
already
term
know,
is,
but
I'm guessing the age.
it's when a stripper becomes a lot lizard. That's the
okay,
yeah.
I understand. All right.
it's when a wind blows and you hear
No, you hear.
Yeah.
So for the third or fourth time already, whether this is a big bunch of shit or not, but for the third or fourth time, separate victims, even the group together, all said this man had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Now, I was asked on one of my posts today, if there's any Democratic proposals or anything that I actually agree with or I actually gave a thought to or whatever. And, my comments were, yeah, because there have been in the past. There hasn't been many this year or during this administration because oddly enough, the Democrats have been really, really silent up until now.
Yeah.
So today, oddly enough, I mentioned, there hasn't been very many Senate hearings, but I happened to come across one today. Weird. And it was about the immigration and child trafficking. And as much as I don't like Jamie Raskin, he brought up an amendment to supposedly open and drop all the files because he's still trying to push the narrative that Trump is in these things, that Trump had something to do with it. And yes, we all know Trump was in the files and we all know why, and it had nothing to do with any kind of wrongdoing. Now, another, I forget, I think he was a representative from Florida, also brought up Mike Johnson saying that he was an informant. And if he was an informant, why did they try to twist that too? Because they said, well, if he was an informant, how did he become an informant? Did he get caught doing something with Epstein and that's why he started snitching? Or did he just come to the, again, I encourage everybody to go read Mike Wolf's book. He is a staunch Trump hater. He is a staunch Trump hater, and he has been covering the whole Epstein-Trump thing. And he himself said that Epstein told him in a face-to-face interview that Donald Trump was the reason why his whole empire fell apart. Donald Trump was the one who said, call him an informant, call him a snitch or whatever. Who gives a fuck the reason why? Trump was the one who went to the Florida police and told on him. Trump. Now, there's different reasons why. One talks about a real estate deal that had some fuckery in the background. One says, Epstein was in Mar-a-Lago trying to recruit people, which both were proven true.
Yeah.
And the fact that, there's all these allegations that came up beforehand that, oh, these kids were drugged, these girls were drugged, this and that. They were all
Mhm.
no. The way this girl, this victim, portrayed everything.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to say it, but once again, it's the whole dangling the golden fruit in front of somebody. You know, all these people. Now, they were underage, and I do not condone this. Well, not all of them were underage, but some of them were underage, 16. And remember, age of consent in America is 13. Some places is a little bit higher, but 16 years old, you got dangled the fruit in front of her. She said that she was an up-and-coming model, which who knows if that's true or not. But she got introduced to this older lady who she says was the age of her parents. First of all, right there, stop. Or second of all, stop. Right there. Your parents were letting you hang out with this old lady? Your parents that said this is okay. This is sounding real R. Kelly-ish because R. Kelly fucking caught shit. But when you look in the background, them girls' parents fucking sold them girls. Them girls' parents knew they were with R. Kelly. They knew what the fuck was going on.
That's the real problem, right? Is that people? Oh, did you blink out? What
No.
happened? Is it me?
Am I out?
No.
No, we're here.
Interesting. I just thought you jumped for a second. Odd.
So yeah, like they said that these girls got to go to lavish parties. You know, they were never forced to go into nowhere, but they were introduced to people, and it was implied to do this, this, and this. You get this, this, and this. I'm sorry, that's the way life goes. A lot of times you got to sacrifice your ass for what you want, man or woman. It just so happens that these victims got treated better than most people in society.
Listen, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with. And in all honesty, people who sacrifice their ass as a form of compensation, that catches up with them because let's be honest, we've had this conversation before, is women can get run through, men can get run through. It gives you a weird perspective in dealing with relationships and interactions and stuff like that. Things get weird, right? So you're like, yeah, is it bad? Yes. But you also have, people who are like, I will do anything to get out of the situation I'm in. And they're like, you're going to give up that ass? And they're like, yep, don't care as long as I'm out. Is it right? I don't agree with it, but that's their decision.
Before, there's a lot of these females out here that's left with this choice as a teenager. You could fuck your family, your uncle, your grandpa, your dad, the people in your family, and then get sold off to other people before you're even the age of 18. Made sure you don't have an education, because if you do have an education, you're worth less, and you're sold for a goat and a chicken and maybe a fucking cow. Or you could fuck one old man and live the life of fucking luxury till the ride ends. And by that time, you were allowed to keep a bank account. You were allowed to have money. You got an education now, one of the finest educations that we can't even buy. You got free flights to jet set all over the fucking world. I'd fuck an old man for that. Just saying.
I want to Photoshop Marco's face on Anna Nicole Smith's body holding the old guy, where she's like, hey.
Make sure my hand is wrapped around his little tiny fucking dick too.
I mean, I get it. It's listen, I don't agree with it, and I do think it's predatory on both sides in different ways, right? I don't agree with it. It's just life. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't that way, but like, look, The only alternative is everyone gets basic universal income and everything is free. And yeah, that's good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's not real. So
speaking of, to kind of veer off the subject for a quick minute, because this has to actually do with you in your country. Apparently, now I'm not sure. I've only seen like maybe 2 or 3 videos on it so far. But apparently, what fucking part of the Canada is being zoned out for 15-minute cities? And they're doing it under the guise of climate change. They're saying they're going to start they're redistricting. There's going to be 50 new districts to bring 200 million new people in. 50% people who are already there. So where are these other 100 million people coming from? This is on you talking about the Indians, Dino. And we're talking 7-Eleven, not 9/11. But who knows these days?
We don't even have many 7-Elevens up here. That's bullshit, bro. We got like 3.
Who wants the Quickie Mart? I do. So now the thing is, they're trying to tout that this is going to be convenient for everybody. This is going to be, everything that you have is going to be within 15 minutes of everything. No more cars. Everybody's going to have to take railways. No more cars.
Okay.
So,
hey, I want one person, just one, to tell me how that's going to work when we, as we live in Canada, have a snowstorm and suddenly trains don't work, public transit doesn't work. Listen, so this is the thing, okay? Having my work, home, groceries, fun stuff all within 15 minutes of me sounds awesome, okay? The problem is that these ideas are, everything's going to be within 15 minutes. Also, you can't leave your 15-minute city. You're like, whoa. What the fuck did you say? They're like, everything's going to be within 15 minutes. You're like, yeah, I got that part. What's the last part? They're like, you're not allowed to leave your 15-minute area. You're like, fuck you. That's it. It's that simple, right?
Well, that's exactly what what I was talking about. They're calling them districts. Anytime I've ever heard anything called district in the movies or anything, it's pretty much a fucking prison, an open air prison.
Yeah. It was in the fucking Hunger Games, bro.
Right. So you're everything may be in 15 minutes or whatever. So I'm just curious now. Because I'm sure as soon as Canada starts popping off 1 or 2 of these, California is going to start on their fuck shit, and so is Oregon and Washington. That whole little strip right down the side, they're going to be like, we're going to redistrict all this into 15 minutes. They already tried it back in the day with that high-speed rail bullshit.
Can we just call that little strip Gay America?
No, that's California. The California.
No. Absolutely not, sir. It's Gay America. Okay? Don't bring us into it. We have our own gay problems. We don't need your gay problems up here. Okay?
So
I won't even trade the tacos. Okay? That's not
the whole question that I'm having is okay. We'll say these 15 minutes, we'll take out that you can't leave your 15-minute area. Are you gonna fucking supply, first of all, the medical? Because Canada's big on their medical. You have to have your fucking medical facilities in each one of these districts. Each one has to have their own, and they have to be prepared to care for everybody in that fucking 15-minute city. Right. So if you have heart issues, if you have epilepsy, if you have developmental disabilities, if you have drug addiction, if you have a fucking paper cut, your doctors, your fucking hospitals in that 15 minutes, are they going to be prepared to take care of that? Or are they going to have the facilities? Well, how the fuck am I supposed to go somewhere else?
And that is called the algorithm, people. Listen, see, hey, you're almost back. See, this is a weird thing, Marco, and I'm sure you guys will understand this, is there was a thing, I think we all experienced this when we were young. It was called neighborhoods. where you mostly hung out. And then if you wanted to do stuff outside of your neighborhood, you would just fuck off with a car and go to another neighborhood. That was what it was. So this new idea of, oh, it's a 15-minute, fuck off. Okay. It's a neighborhood. Get over yourself. I don't understand why this requires any extra bureaucracy or any sort of rules. Hey, you know what? Every neighborhood should have a medical facility. I agree. Why do you need rules and bureaucracy for that? Just put it there, you fucks. It's very simple. It's not a complex thing. Oh, every neighborhood should have a grocery store. Yeah, no fucking shit, retards. Okay? It's not, this isn't brain fucking surgery.
See the problem with that over here in my back?
No. I want to say it's not brain science or rocket surgery, but realistically it might be both of those things. So to cover the thing is there's Edmonton, Ottawa, Toronto, Surrey, and Montreal. I'll tell you right now, Montreal is a fucking shit show. So the idea that they're like, we're gonna have 15-minute cities. No, you're not. It's fucking retarded. Okay. It's an entire city built on a hill. You know how shitty it is if you're at the top of the hill and you're like, I go to the bottom of the hill. You're like, fuck. Sucks. Okay. So.
Oh, they make your city from the top of the hill to the middle of the hill. That's your district.
Please.
Now, the idea of these 15-minute cities to me,
yeah,
is not a bad idea as long as you could leave.
Yeah.
Because it would be convenient. It would be nice to not have to fucking go anywhere or to be able to walk again to where, as long as these cities are safe. Because that's going to be the next thing. You know, once you get the 15-minute cities, then it's going to be like, are we going to be able to pick and choose which city we want to go to? And now there's going to be the big race debate. Because you know there's going to be certain groups of people who don't want to be around other groups of people. So they're going to be like, well, go to District 5 or go to District 6. And then all of a sudden, we got legal segregation.
Can you imagine this the 15-minute cities that are like no blacks, no gays? You're like, man, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a nice place. You probably walk. They'll have lawns for everyone. It'll be nice. You know? You don't have to worry about Gay Pride Month. You're like, no, it's just fucking July, bro. It's just, you're like, all right, yeah, it's summertime. Nobody's gonna walk by you and throw their wiener at you. You're like, the fuck. Come on.
I don't know about all that. I mean, with the generations that are coming nowadays, but I mean, I remember, in history books, and well, Lord forbid a history book be fucking real anymore. But in history and shit like that, especially with black folks are capable of having good shit. Black folks are capable of building foundations, having empires, having legacies, having good shit. Yeah. It's the ones, and I hate to say it, it's not, it's predominantly shown in the black culture, but it's in the Hispanic culture. It's in all these cultures. You let these fuckwits come up and you keep babying them and babying them and babying them till they sully the good fucking reputation of their own culture.
Well, listen, it's not my fault that all the fucking smart ones and rich ones are like, I'm going to get me a white woman. You're like, yeah, you know why? You don't want to deal with your shit, bitch. Is that not so fucking complex? I'm sorry.
That's silly because I've been working on the set. I've actually did the statistics. In America, there are, I believe it's 18 to 22 million single overweight white women in America.
Do you count them as one person or do they count as two each? There's just one?
Okay. No, just one person. And now statistically, there are 10 to 13 million single black men. Where the fuck are all the khaki people? Where are all the khaki people? Where are all the people my color? You want racism to end, you're going to have mediocre dicks and khaki people.
Can we bring back the gays instead? No?
And real deal gays, I would love to go to a real deal gay 15-minute city because that place is going to be pristine.
Hey.
A real gay, the L, the G, and the B, stop.
Yeah. Hey.
That place is going to be pristine.
Let's be honest. Their pastry joints, top tier. Fashion stores, top tier. Even electronic stores, probably going to have some cool shit. Okay? Just
You know,
saying.
the clubs might be a little slippery and stinky. But
I mean, you may catch a little something from the toilet seat. That's fine. Okay.
no, because you know what? I used to hang out in a lot of gay bars. Best
I
place
know.
to pick up straight women. Best place to pick up straight
Oh yeah,
women.
because the gays get them all riled up,
Right.
and then they're like, "I need a dick," and you're like, "Well, all the gays are like, ew, I don't want to touch you. You're gross."
One thing that I did find throughout all the gay places that I've been to, the
Yeah.
men's bathroom, fucking immaculate, spotless. Women's bathroom, destroyed.
Oh.
Fucking destroyed, dude. Toilet paper, fucking tampons and pads laying everywhere. Nah,
Bro, it's like a crime scene. Every time that I've volunteered for like events and stuff like that, and they're like, "Hey, just go into the bathroom, like take the garbage out and everything like that," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's no problem." Every time I go into the guys' bathroom, at worst, you're gonna see a toilet not flushed, maybe piss on the seat, piss around a urinal. Those are the things you'll see. Okay. In a girl's bathroom, it is a fucking crime scene. You're like, what? Why is there shit everywhere? Like, you're like, did someone get stabbed in here? What the fuck is going on? You're like, what? You can't even fucking bring a funnel with you? I don't understand how you shit on the fucking wall.
I can answer that one. I can answer that one.
I don't need your Cirque du Soleil shitting in my bathroom, goddammit, okay? Keep that shit to your home bathroom or the shower, okay? You can waffle stomp at home. You ain't got to do it in public. That's ridiculous.
Dude, I just a side note on that. It is possible to shit on the wall. I did it very unintentional. Well, the first explosion was unintentional, and then I couldn't sit on the toilet, so I kept having to aim for the fucking wall. But dude, I was coming back.
Just because you're not sitting on the toilet doesn't mean you have to aim for the wall. Aim for the toilet still from distance. Why is that confused? Bro, seriously?
I was bringing my kids back from fucking Jogga Lake, and we went to stop at a McDonald's. I was gonna get the kids something to munch on for the ride home. I went into the bathroom and had bubble guts so bad. Dude, by the time I got my drawers to my knees, before I even got to bend down, there was no control. Getting late in age. I got half-masked about here, and it just let loose, dude. It let loose, and again, it hit the wall. It hit the fucking little thing to press down to flush. It hit the back of the toilet. And what am I supposed to do? You know,
clean it. It's your shit, you asshole. God damn.
They got people to clean that shit up.
Oh. That's the fucking blackest shit you've ever said, you fucking immigrant piece of shit.
No lie, no lie, dude. After I got done, I wiped up and just left the fucking the toilet. At least I put the toilet paper in the toilet.
I mean, the bare minimum that you could do. You're like, well, I shit on everything, but I did put the toilet paper in the toilet, so that makes me a good person. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay.
No. That was one of them things where I came out of the bathroom. I looked at the kids. You get your shit in line. Yep, let's go now.
What you should have done is be like, hey, you should have walked up and be like, hey, I think there's a problem with the bathroom. Whoever cleans that, you just got to take care of it. Like I walked in there and it's a mess. And then you just walk away. Okay. But no warning. You didn't even tell them. You're like, hey, someone threw a fucking firecracker in your toilet and there's shit everywhere. They threw an M60 in the toilet. It blew up. It's everywhere. Okay. You just tell them I went into piss. I don't know what happened. Whoever was in there before me, they may have lost their spleen through their butthole. That shit happens. But I was in there to urinate. I was washing my hands before I ate my McDonald's meal. You know, just lie. Don't give them nothing, bro. God.
But getting back to the whole conversation, so it slipped my mind when I was saying it. The whole shit with these people and having a fit about the military coming in to their towns and shit and helping out the police or whatever. We did a show a while back. Jared actually wanted to argue with me about it, and going into the research in it, The Second Amendment was not what gave us our right to bear arms. The Second Amendment was not the amendment that gave us our right to form a militia. There is no amendment that gives people, the regular people, a right to form a militia. That's a big misunderstanding. What it does give the government the right to do is to form their own militia, their own police force against insurgencies. So what they would do is they would go into the towns and be like, "Oh, you wanna defend your government? You want to do this and that? You want?" So I mean, pretty much the National Guard is being used in that fucking purview or whatever.
It's two parts. There's number one is a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. That's
Right.
one.
That's not.
Second one is the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Those are two very distinct things. It's not about, hey, we could train our own militia. That is not what that's about. That is,
No, not at all. The government can have a militia. So that means you keep whining about the National Guard, and you keep whining about ICE. Well, all the word has to be put out is, all right, we're going to form a countrywide, a nationwide police.
Yeah.
You know, just like the state highway patrol. That's all they have to do. And then it will be no ICE. There will be no nothing that you know how some people could sue ICE and this and that. There will be no National Guard who takes pity on you or whatever. This is going to be this will be a task force to come in at you. Just remember that for you people out here who think you're going to be fighting the government. It's just like, what was it? I think it was Chuck Schumer who got on and did an interview a year or two ago and laughed at at America. Oh, there's people out there who think they could actually fight the government. He was right. He was right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you think you're going to fight the fucking government, you're an idiot. You know, the J6ers are a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
You know, as much as people love to hate that, they're the perfect example. Because when you want to fight the government, you take it to the government, not your fucking communities.
Wait, Marco, are you saying if I burn down the Walmart in my neighborhood, that's not me fighting the government?
No,
I thought if I
when
burn
they
down my
don't-
own city, that's me protesting the government peacefully. I'm pretty sure that happened, sir.
Oh, and don't forget, when they don't come back, you're racist.
That's right. Yeah. How dare you leave after I've stolen everything off your shelves, you racist bastards?
And even going to that, like I think it was it in Chicago? I think it was Chicago. The KFCs now, a black dude took a video of it. It's like to get your food is like going into a bank vault now. You gotta walk in, you put your money into this metal thing. They turn the metal thing.
Yeah.
You there's like a thick piece of bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
They take the money, they give you your food through the thing. You can't even hear the people. You switch it out, and you go. That's a shame that we got to do that shit now.
I mean,
It's a damn shame. And then another issue that I've seen, and you know, for you people who think I'm this big Trump fanboy, Trump's fucking, I guess, floating the idea of taking gun rights away from trans people. You can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, you can't pick and choose who the fucking First Amendment. The First Amendment is for Americans. I mean, I mean, we've had plenty of just regular people, whether it be black, white, Hispanic, whatever, plenty of people who've done fuck shit with guns. You know, it's the person, it isn't the gun. Get it in your fucking head.
Yeah.
And this whole mental health thing that a lot of people have jumped on the bandwagon with.
No.
Oh, we need more. Yeah, mental health is a big priority to people, more than others, but to people. But straight up, I don't give a fuck what your mental health is unless you're a real deal developmentally disabled. You know, I got mental health problems. You know, I was diagnosed
No.
paranoid schizophrenic, but I was smart enough to know, hey, I got a fucking problem, but my problem is not your problem or your problem or your problem. It's my fucking problem.
I just want to make sure we understand that you've been yelling at the internet for like an hour. It's kind of everyone's problem. Just throwing it out there. Say, Mark, where's the halftime chicken? Once again, Dan Smith looking for the cock. God, you thirsty bitch.
No, the halftime cock fucking went out when this administration took office.
Yeah. When we could say whatever we wanted. It was a good 6 months, bro. It was a good 6 months.
Yeah, up until Zuck fucking left.
Well, listen. Trump had to go kiss the wall, put his little sticker in there, you know, maybe finger it a little bit, and then everything changed. It's just
But yeah, I mean, you know, as much as the trans folks, the trans community, we won't say folks in general, but as much as the trans community has been pulling fuck shit, there are a lot of trans folks out there who just want to live their lives.
Yeah.
There are a lot of trans folks that don't believe in this woke fuckery that's going on. You
well,
know,
let's be very honest. Every trans that's cut their dick off and fully embraced being trans isn't a problem. The ones who are like, I put on a dress and I have a beard, but you have to call me a woman, they're a problem. Okay, they're 100% a problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So, honey, Marco Torres has been loud his whole life. I mean, I heard him from here and I'm in Canada, so that's fair. That's 5 hours away. Yeah. No, that's
you know, this whole thinking that because you believe in something that everybody else should have to believe in it is bullshit. It's bullshit. And now people are dying over it. I mean, let's get it straight. People have been dying for fucking millennia over, you know, ideology. But we're supposed to be evolved now. We're supposed to be a higher culture now. We're supposed to be, we're America. We're supposed to be the example, remember?
Night's gone. Yeah. I agree. But that died when women took over. Booyah. No. Okay. I want to make sure that we say something that I'm pretty sure everyone's been dying to say. Ricky, shut the fuck up. You keep on coming with your opinion all night. Okay. We've heard so much from you. Just shut the fuck up. Okay. I didn't even hear what you said, you bitch.
So
you're not my mother.
You're not my real dad.
Hey,
So,
come on, Missy. We've all had female managers. They're the worst. Okay.
So,
yeah.
You know, that you know, you even bringing that up makes me goes back to the whole Jeffy thing, where you know the two main names that keep popping up are Bill and Hill. We'll just leave it at that. Those two names keep popping up all over this Jeff mess. Nobody's asking those questions. Nobody
I think
cares.
we should call them Billery. I think Billery.
No Hillary on anything. No Hillary on anything.
Isn't it weird that we know that Kim Jong-un's sister is more terrifying, and the same way Bill Clinton's wife, way more terrifying. She wants to see you die. She wants to watch the life leave your face.
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
just saying, Missy. Come on.
So getting on, we'll switch up to something that I thought was going to be the first thing before all this fuckery. This is what I really wanted to talk about a couple days ago on the show, and then life happens. But have you something that hasn't been posted too much? I didn't even know, or I'd have said something Monday. There was more UFO hearings.
Aww.
And in the new UFO hearings, there is footage that happened last year over, I believe, Iraq, of U.S. firing Hellfire missiles at a UFO, and the fucking missile just bounced off.
Well, it got cut in half. Which
Yeah, and then they don't. Some reports are saying that 3 individual UFOs branched off the big one, and pretty much it looked like they were given an escort. And then some people are saying that it was dragging the debris from the missile. So when I looked at the video, it looked like the missile bounced and fucking just went off to the side.
Yeah.
The fucking main thing kind of did a little shift in its little. It was just like and
Yeah.
3 things broke out the back. It looked like it was giving it an escort. So that
in the
Go ahead.
same hearing, they actually asked a general. They're like, "Do you know?" Like it was a military expert, and they're like, "Do you know of anything that could cut a Hellfire missile mid-flight?" And he's like, "There's nothing. That doesn't exist. That's not a real thing." And you're like, "Oh, good. That's fucking terrifying. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate that. That you would say that." I would rather him plead the fifth and be like, "I'm sorry, I can't talk about classified things," than admit that you're like, "Oh no. The fact that happened is an impossibility to our small little human brains because whatever was flying that thing would fucking destroy it." That's fucking Independence Day shit, bro. I don't need that in my life. Okay.
I don't need that stress.
I mean, the name in the missile itself is Hellfire, and it said nope, like Jesus. Nope.
Yeah, it's not called
That's
a
an ain't
sunshine missile. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking unreal. And then more and more is coming out that there's military guys saying, yeah, I personally fucking had to interact with UFOs and shit. There was one guy seen who was talking about he was in a 3-letter agency program that they taught them how to consciously, with your conscience, move objects not like earthly objects. These certain things that they recovered from UFOs and stuff, or UAPs, whatever you want to call them. So they figured out how a lot of these things are moving, like Neuralink type deals, but
like the speed of thought. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right. So all this fucking no hands, no, we don't know how to drive this and that. It's all done with thought, and apparently, the way he was explaining it, reality is really not what we think it is, and the consciousness that we have, it's more of an electricity and energy or whatever. Pretty much he was saying that whatever's inside us is just driving our meat sack, which is what a lot of us have been saying forever anyways. But just the fact that that is what's operating things, and that's what he said, more goes along the lines to me of the interdimensional shit again, because extraterrestrial shit, we're still in our meat bags. We got to fucking handle this other meat bag, no matter what kind of fucking bag it is. This one is whatever's driving the meat bag is controlling whatever's out there.
I just want to go on the record and saying that I'm glad that we could have a very light and fun episode of What the Fuck Wednesday, and we didn't have to get too serious. That is not going to traumatize anybody for the rest of their life. So thanks a lot, Marco. Really appreciate you keeping things light today. That was helpful. That's why do you put that shit in my head? What the fuck's wrong with you bastard?
Again, just I'll tell you, and Greg put the thing up. I tell you and everybody else, don't believe a fucking word I'm saying. Nothing that came out of my mouth tonight or anybody else, don't believe it at all. Do your own research, because again, Dino follows the rules and now he's terrified. It's that easy to do some research. You click a button and you see what the fuck you see.
Listen, he says don't believe him, but then he gives you weed and he's like, this might be strong. And I'm like, well, you said not to believe you. And now is the one time he tells the truth. And you're like, I can't feel my tick. It's very peculiar. It's very selective, sir. Very selective. You gotta just tell lies exclusively and just be like, hey, this is how it is. The S&G show. I don't even know. Now I can't fucking sleep. Yeah. Well, Dan, you don't have to sleep. You're RoboCop. All you have to do is drink that weird pudding, baby, and go to recharge. Yeah. You need that baby food and you'll be fine. It's fine. See if it has apples. It'll be delicious.
That whole shit. And then apparently the Atlas 31 now has an escort. There are metal objects that are around it. They said metal. How do we know? Who knows? because it's supposedly so far away, but now there are metal objects of a metal that is of unknown origin.
So
Following
this is the only thing is that looking into that stuff, the way that they decide what kind of material these are and all that kind of stuff is, number one, the way it moves, and number two is how it reflects light. Okay, now understand as well that in apple baby batter, oh Jesus Christ, Dan, you sick fuck. So it's the problem is, remember, we've only dug, I believe it's like 12 miles into the Earth's core. We have no idea what's underneath. Okay, we hypothesize that there's a molten crust and there's this and there's that. We might be on a planet of fucking cheese. Okay, we don't know shit. So I think all of this fucking talk of you're like, oh, this coming, and you know what? Let it fucking rock us, okay? I don't give a shit. Let it fucking, you know what? Just land like a goddamn cruise missile right into the fucking middle of everything. Whatever. I don't give a shit anymore, okay? I'm tired of these fucking people. Oh, there's a fucking spaceship coming. Good. It can't do worse than you guys, fucking assholes.
So going to your it's 7 miles down. The Russians did it, and once they broke their fucking drill, they swear that they heard voices from hell.
Yeah. You know what? You know why? Because we drilled into some underground motherfucker's house, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing in my house? Why is there drill in my house?" Okay. And he used his fucking laser vision. He's like, "I'm gonna burn it with my lasers," and then he's like, "Oh, fuck you, bitches!" And they're all like, "That's definitely hell." You're like, no, you just fucking. Anybody says that drill was black, I'm just saying this.
Dude. That, and on top of that, apparently they have pictures of the Oumuamua now, like close-up HD pictures of it, and the fucker looks like a spaceship. It has lights. Like awesome. The fucker has lights like windows going up and down. Like the side, it looked like a Star Wars fucking ship, dude.
Hey, maybe I can do a Lego Oumuamua. It'd be nice. I mean, you know.
I mean, basically, it looked like a big turd with fucking windows. So
I can build a turd with windows. I got the pieces. It's fine. Yeah. a lot of stuff. It's yeah.
We got to tell Victoria, hey, somebody put a firecracker in the toilet. You're gonna have to clean that
up. Wow, Dino, how many voices are in that head? It's a full house, my friend. It is a full house up in here. Okay, trust me. There's a lot.
Oh,
anyways,
all right, I'm ready to call it, man. I ain't eaten dinner yet.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody for watching and listening in. Yeah. Prayers to Charlie Kirk's family and all that shit there. Y'all don't be out there acting the fool. Don't be out there acting the fool. I know this is a main trigger, and this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back to really set some real Civil War shit off. And it isn't the fact that he was taken out. It wasn't the fact that he was such a prominent person. It's the fact that the reasoning and the rhetoric behind it. And look, I'm telling all my people of color, whether you're black, whether you're Hispanic, whatever the fuck you are, watch your asses now. Watch your asses now.
Don't say that.
Remember, white folks just throughout history, just remember all them bad things that you said the white folks did. They're gonna fuck around and do it. They're gonna make all that shit that you said that was gonna happen or that has been happening and shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't saw no real racism. You know, I made the joke that this is George Floyd racism, thinking that this shit would have died down. And this shit, you know, the new racism is real. The new racism is coming. And you know, the old racism was just stupid. Oh, he's a different color, so we don't like him. No, the new racism is these are a bunch of pieces of shit and we don't like them. And no matter what, you could say that for any group of people. You can say that for any group of people. And you steady poking the fucking white bear. And remember, polar bear is one of the vicious ones out there. The polar bear is one of the most vicious bears out of that bitch. So no matter how big the grizzly bear is, there's a lot more polar bears.
Why do you got to attack our bears, bro? You guys have your own scary bears. Why do you got to bring in the white ones? It's not fair.
Hey, ain't no Puerto Rican bears.
I think those are called honey badgers.
The Puerto Rican bears are the cocaine bears.
They're small for your pocket, but very clawy.
You know, and
they carry a razor blade. It's fine.
I've already seen a bunch of videos, and I would love to call them racist videos, but I mean, if you compare them to the videos of the past, they're just videos. There's the White Lives Matter movement. It is becoming a real thing. There's a lot of people out there, and we don't want that. We don't want. White lives do matter, just like every other lives matter, and we've been saying that forever. Black lives matter, yes. So do white lives, and so do brown lives, and so do yellow lives. All the lives matter. When you start separating it, or you start letting these fucking, you are letting the worst of the white folks, the ones that the white folks have denounced, start coming into power.
Yeah.
So you want to see some real racist white folks? You want to see a real racist generation of white kids? You just handed it up.
Oh, hey, listen, you reap what you sow, right? And when you make it, if you create a hostile territory, people are going to be hostile, and that's not safe or good for anyone.
And remember, Miss BLM out there, that cunt that's been fucking putting all the videos out there speaking for BLM. Oppressed people have the right to violence. Remember you said that. Remember you fucking said that. Because the white people have been oppressed here for quite some time.
Uh-oh. This is going to get real awkward real quick. I'm excited.
Just saying. I'm just saying. So y'all done poked the wrong fucking bear. And Lord forbid, and like I said, don't let this be any person of color who shot this man. I mean, it's already going to be bad on the trans community if it does come out that this was a trans person. If it's white on white crime, let it be white on white crime and let it the fuck go. All these people out here with this fucking, celebrating and shit. Y'all, this is a can of worms that can't be fucking closed back up. So with that being said, y'all be good to each other. It's been What the Fuck Wednesday. Thank you, Dino, Ricky, and Greg for being here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Y'all be good to each other. We out.
Good night.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, so what the fuck?